Alright everyone, how you guys doing? Long time no see, that is true. I've kind of lost track in videos and lost interest, mainly because I'm more into Mac than I am in iPhone and iPads and Apple TVs and iWatches, not into it as most of you know, and hence I'm not going to make videos for the sake of making videos and try and look interested in stuff that I'm not interested in for the YouTube monies. I thought probably best to put it on a back burner. So iPhones were released and I'll make a separate video on that. But in this video I want to specifically talk about Windows 8. I'll put my hands up and say it's quite nice. I've tested it and I have been on a dilemma because I've been told to find a Windows 8 specific laptop for someone and I've for the best part of 2 weeks been trying to locate this and I haven't found anything. Here's the issue with Windows 8. You know, there actually is no issue with Windows 8. I personally like it. It's nice. I like the touch interface. I like the Ultrabook slash touch interface, the hybrid version. That's quite a good concept, and I hope Apple will someday do a MacBook Air slash iOS kind of hybrid machine. That'd be pretty nice. Apple tends to see what's in the market and applies it later on, so hoping next year that is going to be one of the good things. It's actually really good, especially if you're walking about in exhibitions, or it's good to have dual setups. That's all I'm going to say. I liked it. But the problem is the hardware. There is no specific vendor that is offering the whole package. You can go into your local Tesco's or whatever and you're going to find really crap hardware at cheap prices. You know, the machines either haven't got backlit keys, they're either ugly looking, they either aren't running Core i5, they're running Celeron processors for some reason, the RAM's low, the upgradability. I know that I've got to cheat to talk since I use a MacBook Air myself, but come on, it's Windows. People say Windows is custom and, you know, that's what the MS fanboys like to say anyway. So the problem is it's a mixture, and the machines that are decent are more expensive than MacBook Airs. And I'm not even joking, they are pricier than MacBook Airs. Pointing no fingers at Sony Vaio Pro and the Lenovo Yoga and so on. And the irony of it is, if you look at most Windows based magazines and publications and online blogs, most of these media outlets say that the MacBook Air has the best performance when it comes to Windows 8, or Windows 8 performs best on a Mac, and yet these other vendors are pushing the prices up so high that no one is going to kind of buy them, including, you know, myself. So I'm still wondering what to do. The best thing would be to get a Mac and port over Windows 8 through Boot Camp or VMware or Parallels or whatever. But I just thought I would give myself a challenge and see if I can spec up a really nice machine, you know, cheaper than a Mac, and give it to this person, and it turns out there is nothing, which is a shame. I've tried various outlets here in the UK, some of the top ones, eBuyer, Amazon, John Lewis, and, you know, a couple others. And if you look at the top sellers, they're all Macs or Chromebooks, which I don't want. And the few Windows machines that are on top, their ratings aren't too good. So I know you always look at the 1 or 2 odd ratings and it puts you off. So I thought I'd make this video and ask you guys if you'd recommend any machine. Have you got any experiences with Windows 8 on a non-Apple branded machine? Feel free to leave it in the comments below. Yes, I'm not running Mavericks at the moment. I'm running Mavericks on my MacBook Air and it is superb, minus 1 or 2 issues. But hopefully come the final release next month in October, it'll be more polished off. But I'm loving it so far, Mavericks. But that is it for this video. I shall see you in the next video. Cheers!